The experience that got me to go for the diversity board was one of my really good friends, Allie Johnson, was a board member, and so I'd gone to a few of her events throughout like my first year when I was here at Weber, and they were always a lot of fun. I even got to participate in one of the panels once. And so when my friend Cody Brown ran for diversity and unity vice president, I thought, hey, this sounds like fun, so I should go for it. So I applied, and I was lucky enough to have Cody select me to be his assistant director. On day one, I honestly knew nothing. I had never put on an event. I had never had to do that sort of engagement and reaching out to people. And throughout my time on the board, I learned how to be professional. I learned how to think from multiple angles on how it's going to be perceived, what is this going to look like, and who are the stakeholders that we really need to be thinking about to make sure that we're being as inclusive as humanly possible. And from there, I've just learned how to basically be a professional human in a way that I never would have been able to reach without my involvement on the board. So I went from being fairly shy. I was kind of out of my shell, but I was still very much lost on campus. And with my time on the board, I was able to really find a home and also find a direction for where I wanted to go with what I wanted to do. Because of my time on the board, I developed an interest with student affairs and student leadership, all of that, as well as all of the diversity topics that we deal with on the board. And so from there, I'm actually looking at pursuing a master's program in student affairs. What I think is the greatest value of the diversity board is it brings students together from so many different backgrounds and experiences and bring them to a common table where we can all talk about the same issues but be getting those different points of view. And I think it's especially important at bringing and uplifting and amplifying the voices of students from backgrounds that are underrepresented on campus or just otherwise marginalized and not heard, so that everyone on campus can feel like their voice matters and that they're important.
So my story is a little bit different. I just remember I was applying for the peer assistant position, and I had this amazing person that I met. Her name is Areli. She's the one who kind of told me, Cindy, you'll be like a really good like peer mentor, and it was a new program. It was the first year. So then she kind of just helped me fill out the application and stuff. And that same day, I still remember I had the interview for, to get this job, the peer mentor. After like the trainings and all those that we had with the group meetings, with staff meetings and stuff, I have grown so much. Like, it's my mind and everything has just expanded through everything. So my greatest success is a peer mentor. So then I got to meet all my mentees, right? I had about 5 mentees, and they were all great, and I had some that were struggling more than others. But I had this mentee that I really, really, enjoyed talking to, and we had our one-on-ones together, and it went well. She was always willing to go more, just run the extra mile. And her name's Karina Torres. And I just remember she was really, the first day we met, I was nervous. Like, I don't think she knows that, but I was nervous to meet her, but I was excited at the same time. So we met, and she was right away really talkative, really outgoing. So I really liked how, just how her stories and college and everything, how she was a freshman here. So then throughout the peer mentor program, throughout the semester, while I was still her peer mentor, I seen her grown like so much from being a mentee to now that I was pushing her like, Karina, you are great, like what you're doing. We covered our lesson plans that I had to cover with her, and she did really good. She was just really good with the whole group, facilitated topics and stuff. So then I kind of encouraged her to, I think you would be a really good peer mentor. And she's like, you think so? I'm like, yes. So she applied, and she's a peer mentor now, and she is amazing. And I don't think she knows that she has grown through being a mentee to a peer mentor so much. And she's amazing. Really, from the peer mentor program, I want the next peer mentors, amazing peer mentors, to kind of not just see like the students but kind of be in their shoes and help them out with their struggles and kind of be the older sister or older brother they would want to have. And I think that's the best thing afterwards, when you see your mentees like struggle with some things and then overcome those struggles and then just doing amazing things because they feel confident, because all thanks to their mentors.
So my first exposure to the peer mentor program was through this girl that I had a class with. It was actually Music 1010, and she kept talking about mentoring and mentorship, and I'm part of this program. And so I was like, what is this program? Like, how can I get involved? So I kind of like intervened with that. And she connected me with a mentor, and my mentor at the time was Cindy Mendoza, and she's such a wonderful girl. Because of her, I've grown so much, and I don't think she knows how much the peer mentor program has affected me and her as a mentor as well. And she's part of the reason why I'm a mentor today, because I started off as a mentee and never thought that I'd want to be a mentor, and I'm so glad that I got to be able to become a mentor. It's like the smaller moments that count, where you're talking to your mentees and you're bringing up like lesson plans, or you're talking to them about the smallest things, but to them maybe the biggest things. Like, for example, I had a mentee and I was talking to him about how to talk to professors, and that professors can be intimidating sometimes to students, especially if you're a freshman or you might be first generation student or something like that. That may trigger that it's okay. And I was talking to him about that, and he brought that up in like the next time we met, and he was just like, thank you so much for talking to me about faculty. That really helped. And those words of affirmation really like helped me see why I'm a peer mentor and why I love doing what I do, and helped me realize how much of an impact it is to be a mentor. And she's helped me out so much, and helping me gain that self-confidence and helping me find my voice, that I've grown so much as a student here and so much in the program. And I just want to do the same thing for everyone else here in this program, because it's helped me out so much, and I can't imagine my life without it, because it's shaped me for who I am and the student I am here at Weber State. So when my time here finishes at Weber State, I want to leave behind my legacy by recruiting other mentors that want to help students succeed and want to help those students that have struggled. And I don't want other students to struggle the way I did. And so helping make a difference that way in our community, starting with like one mentor at a time.